As expected, Ukrainian attempts to launch a combined attack on Russian infrastructure in the rear, in particular on the Crimean Peninsula, did not go unanswered. After a short pause, the Russian military resumed massive strikes on Ukrainian military and other infrastructure that provides for the needs of the Ukrainian army. On the night of November 14, Russian drone and missile strikes were reported in Kirovograd, Cherkasy, Vinnytsia, Mykolaiv, and Kherson regions. Local sources reported a heavy blow to the Shebelinsky gas processing plant in the Kharkiv region. Also at night, Russian Iskander missiles reportedly hit targets in the Kherson region. As a result of night attack, the energy infrastructure was hit in the Pokrovsky district, which is under control of the Ukrainian military in the DPR. Despite heavy retaliatory strikes across the country, the Ukrainian military does not abandon attempts to reach Russian rear facilities. However, most of the Ukrainian attacks are aimed at terrorizing the civilian population in the lost regions and in Russian border villages. On November 13, Russian air defenses shot down 2 Ukrainian missiles that targeted the port infrastructure in Mariupol. Saving expensive missiles from NATO, the Ukrainian military is trying to attack Russian territory with its cheap drones. Last night, 4 Ukrainian drones were destroyed over the Moscow, Tambov, and Bryansk regions. This is the second attempt by Ukrainian UAVs to reach the capital in a week. Another Ukrainian drone was shot down in the Ural region. However, attempts by Ukrainian attacks deep into the Russian rear remain isolated and rarely lead to any results, while the shelling of peaceful cities of Donbass and Russian border villages continues daily. Unfortunately, Kyiv often reaches its targets, which are civilians. Amid the ongoing artillery shelling, Ukrainian drones are hunting local residents. Such tactics prove to be very effective on the battlefield for the targeted destruction of enemy manpower and vehicles. But the Ukrainian Nazis began to drop grenades on civilians more and more often. Over the past day, 3 Ukrainian drones have dropped explosive devices and 2 more kamikaze drones have hit villages in the Belgorod region. 1 more drone was shot down, and another was neutralized in the garden of a private house. Over the past 2 days, 2 civilians have been wounded by explosives dropped by Ukrainian drones in the Kursk region. In the DPR, at least 2 civilians were killed by Nazi shelling, and 6 more were wounded during the day. Ukrainian shelling also killed 1 and heavily wounded another civilian in the village of Velikai Kopani in the Kherson region. Over the past day, Kyiv militants attacked the civilian infrastructure of 14 settlements on the left bank of the Kherson region, firing 105 shells.